Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today I got the Sandpiper of California 3-day elite pack. So today I got the 3-day elite pack from Sandpiper of California. And one of the things I like to do when I'm testing out a pack to review for you is load it up and head to the woods and walk a bunch of miles just to get an idea of the comfort and, you know, organization of the pack, what I would change so that I can give you guys a good review. So I weighed the pack before I headed out and I had 25 pounds without water or food, and I added some water and food. So I also like to load them up with, you know, options that I would put in a bug out bag to show that to you guys as well. So if organization is your thing, you're gonna love this pack. It's got lots of built-in organization. Give you guys a look at how it looks on the body. You can see that I've got this thing jam-packed full of gear, so let's take a closer look. So the material on this pack is 600D. It's a poly canvas material, and it does seem quite tough. Like I said, I do have this pack fully loaded, and it seems to be working out okay. There are spots where there's, you know, additional thread hanging out and things like that, so quality control could be a little bit better. So taking a look at the pack, you've got this rear main compartment here, followed by another compartment, followed by another compartment, and then a front pouch added onto that with an additional zip. So like I said, there's a ton of organization in this pack, not only with the multiple compartments, but once you get into these compartments, there's a lot of organization in those as well, and you can really get a whole lot of gear in here. Now they did put webbing on this outermost pocket here. I really don't know what you would put as far as MOLLE items go on this front pocket, because when you have it full, it does extend quite a ways out. I would have liked to see some MOLLE on the sides here for attaching things like maybe a small hatchet or a knife or maybe a water bottle holder, and get that from outside of the inside of the pack. So you've got some decent zippers here. I'm not sure if they're YKK or not, with some nylon pulls. Be nice if they upgraded those zippers to YKK if they're not, and then also put on some heavier duty paracord. They do function pretty well here. You do have the flaps that go over the zips themselves, which is nice. All the compartments have those flaps. That's a nice feature if you get stuck out in the rain, because the rain would actually have to soak through the pack to get to your contents and not just go right in where the zippers are. On the sides, there is 2 compression straps. Like I said, it'd be nice if they had some webbing on the side. Both sides are exactly the same. And then on the rear here, you do have a very comfortable back panel. There is 2 aluminum stays in here, and then a nice lumbar pad down here. The shoulder straps are comfortable as well. They're nicely padded with the air mesh on the back. And then you have 2 sets of D-rings with some additional webbing here, perfect for lashing things to your shoulder straps if you wanted to do so. You got a sternum strap here with the webbing Velcro organizer, and then you've got the 2 adjustments for your shoulder straps, and those also have the Velcro organizers. Those are really handy to keep the extra webbing up and out of the way, especially when you're walking through the woods and things like that. You don't have straps hanging all over the place. So it has a basic hip belt on the bottom with no padding. Now on a pack of this size, that's okay for me. Generally when I get up over about 25 or 30 pounds, on up into the 40-50 pound range, I certainly want a padded hip belt. Makes it more comfortable when it's riding on your hips. But anything under the 30 or 25 pound limit, I find that I don't really need a padded hip belt. And so this one works fine. Like I said, I have about 25 or 30 pounds in here with food and water. It does have some webbing on the bottom of the pack here that you could lash additional things to, such as a tarp or maybe an extra blanket. Up top has a nice high quality grab handle, and then you have the slot in the middle here for the hydration. This pack is 3-liter hydration compatible, so you have the output slot there for the tube that you could run down either shoulder strap. So let's get into the individual compartments in the bag. Like I said, if you're a person that likes organization built into the bag, this is going to be a great pack for you. So on this outer pouch here, and it's sort of like one of those pouches that you would molly onto the webbing of another pouch, but this one just comes built in, so that's nice. It's just a basic pocket here, and I have some quick and easy grab items such as a medical kit, my headlamp, head net, and some bug repellent and sunscreen, just things that I'd want to be able to grab very quickly on the go. Then behind that we have an additional zip here, and I just have a bunch of utility items in here. I've got my heavy-duty contractor bags that I always put in my packs. I've got a couple chem lights, I've got a stove, a spoon, I've got a Mora knife, and I believe I've got some bungees and some additional cordage down in there. So you can definitely get a lot into this pocket, and it does go all the way up into here. So longer items such as these trash bags, it's no big deal. They can just tuck right under the top of that flap there. So you can get quite a bit in that front storage pocket. Then we have the actual admin section of the bag. Now this does clamshell all the way open, which is nice. You've got some nice organization here, a couple of little zipper flaps here. You've got a Velcro flap in the back, and I just have a solar panel in there, compass, multi-tool, a couple individual flaps here. I've got a flashlight and a pen. Then in this front flap you have a padded and lined pocket up top, which is nice. It's fleece padded on the inside, so it'd be a great place to store optics, maybe a set of binoculars or something like that, or anything that you wanted to keep padded and keep scratches off of it. You could put in that top pocket there. So I think that's really neat that they included that. All right, on into the next pocket here. This one has a ton of organization as well. As you can see, there's 3 channels of hook and loop on not only the outer portion here, but also on the inner portion, and it does come with these 3 separate storage compartments here, which are mesh, so that you can see what the contents are on the inside, and they pull right out, which makes that very nice. Again, lots of storage when it comes to this pack. So I've just got like toiletry type items in this top pack. I've got some food, drink mixes, water filter in this middle one, and then I've got some clothes, additional socks, t-shirt, and some dry bags in this one. So again, these all will pull out, and you can mix and match them, but it's nice that it comes included with this pack. I think that you need at least 3 little individual pouches when it comes to a bug out bag. I always keep my toiletry type stuff, first aid type stuff in one, food items in another, and then extra clothing and dry bags in another. So it's perfect when a pack like this comes with those storage options. Now if that wasn't enough, there's yet another pocket in the back of this pack, which does zip all the way down, allows you easy access to get whatever you have on the inside here. You can see that I have a ton of stuff jammed in here. I have a canteen and cook set. I have a rain poncho. I usually keep that up top for easy access. I've got a microfiber towel. I've got a bivvy, and then I've got a full sleeping bag down in the bottom, as well as a 10x10 tarp. So you can fit a lot of stuff in this back pocket. You also have this padded flap here, which would be nice to store a laptop in, or something that you wanted to have padded. And then behind that, you can put up to a 3-liter hydration, and you have the little flap here up top that the hose goes through, as well as a way to hook on your bladder. The back panel here is also where the aluminum stays are. It helps support the back of the pack. So you just have 2 aluminum rods that go down and Velcro in, 1 on each side. So guys, final thoughts on the 3-day Elite pack from Sandpiper, California. It's a nice pack. It definitely holds a lot of gear. It's got heavy duty materials, and I love the organization. I love the fact that it comes with those 3 storage cubes and all the additional organization in all of the different compartments. You can definitely get your gear organized and know right where it is, which is very handy when it comes to a bug out bag, because in the event of an emergency, you're gonna wanna know right where that stuff is and not have to dig through the entire bag to get to it. The size is great. It's a 39-liter pack, and it seems to be built really well. It's very comfortable. on your back with those aluminum stays in there. It gives it just enough support, and even without a padded hip belt, it's very comfortable. I have no issues with the comfort. That air mesh on the back is really comfortable. It seems to wick away the moisture just like most air mesh packs do. Overall, I think the fit and finish could be a little bit better. I'd like to see a little bit better stitching on it, a little bit higher quality zips on it, although they do have the nice rain flaps, so it is going to keep the moisture out. I just worry over time that those zips are going to hold up, but it does seem to be holding up really well as stuffed as I have it. I'd also like to see some webbing on both sides of the pack instead of the webbing on the front, or in addition to the webbing on the front. I think it's handy when you have that, so you can you know, hook on things like a water bottle holder, a knife, or a small axe or hatchet. So this pack will also work perfect with the frame system that I showed you a couple videos back. If you haven't checked out that video, go back and check it out. Frame system is awesome for not only having a frame with you in the woods, but also having a seat. So this pack will adapt to that very well. So I'm going to put a link in the upper corner here for where you guys can find out more information about this pack, as well as current pricing, and then I'll also leave some links below to Sandpiper's website. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please share it on all your social media, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe for more videos.